In the last video, we were able to load the drop-down of category. But when we had to load that drop-down, what we used a ViewBag. So what exactly is this ViewBag? ViewBag transfers data from controller to view, and it's not vice versa. It is ideal for situations in which the temporary data is not in a model. Like in our case, we did not have the list or enumerable of category in our product model. ViewBag is a dynamic property that takes advantage of the new dynamic feature in C#. That's why you can just do ViewBag dot and whatever name you want to give, you can give that. Any number of properties and values can be assigned to a ViewBag. The ViewBag's lifetime only lasts during the current HTTP request. ViewBag's value will be null if any redirection occurs. So that means it is limited only from controller to a view. And ViewBag is actually a wrapper around ViewData. Now that will bring a new question in your mind. What is ViewData now? Before I answer that, let's do the same thing that we did with ViewBag using a ViewData. So right here, we are assigning that to a ViewBag. The syntax will be different if we assign that to ViewData. So here it will be ViewData, and ViewData is a dictionary type, so it has key and value. So the key here will be category dropdown, and the value will be category dropdown. Once you have this in a ViewData, then you can consume that inside the view. So rather than ViewBag here, we will have ViewData, and we need the type. So this will be category dropdown. There we go. But with ViewData, you will get an error message here. And the reason is with ViewData, you need to do the conversion. So we need to do the conversion of this ViewData in an IEnumerable of select list item. Once you do that, the error should go away. Let's restart our application and see if the dropdown still works. If we go to our product and we go to create new product, perfect, our dropdowns are still working. So that means whatever we did with ViewBag, we can do the same with ViewData. The syntax is slightly different. That being said, if we switch back to our presentation, here next thing is ViewData. ViewData also transfers the data from controller to view and not vice versa. It is also ideal for a situation in which the temporary data is not in a model. Exactly same as ViewBag. ViewData now is derived from ViewData dictionary, which is a dictionary type, because of which you saw we had to assign values in a key value notation. Another thing that is different with ViewData is values must be typecached before use. If you go back to the application, right here before we use it, we had to convert that to an IEnumerable of select list item. So that was different. Then the ViewData's life only lasts during the current HTTP request, like the ViewBag. ViewData value will be null if any redirection occurs. So there are a lot of similarities between ViewBag and ViewData. It's just different way of implementing the same thing if you want to transfer a data from controller to a view and there should not be any redirection. That being said, ViewBag internally inserts data into ViewData dictionary. So key of ViewData and property of a ViewBag must not match. This is an important feature. Always make sure you remember the small things because you never know when you need them. So now we saw two ways of transferring data between controller to views. But these are not the only ways. Another way of doing the same thing is temp data. We have not seen temp data right now, but do not worry. When we reach there, I will explain you what temp data is and how it differs from ViewBag and ViewData. That being said, what if I tell you that we have learned ViewBag, ViewData to do all of this for dropdown, but I would not recommend using any one of them in this scenario. Let me explain you the reason of why I am saying that in the next video.